Hey Alex, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining. Hey Ahmed. Hola Fernando. Hey Kiri. Thank you guys so much for joining. as you see, as you can see it on the title of today's live stream, we will officially start the brand new series on this channel, which is the Training Thursday. As I already mentioned on Monday, from now on until we have the crossplay on the live servers, I'll do training live streams on all Thursdays. So I will analyze all my gameplay, including the death and the wins as well. So hopefully we will learn together a lot, which will help us to get better and be able to have a proper fight with Xbox players, between Xbox and PS4 players when we have crossplay. Hey Buksexa. How are you guys? Hey Quo. Hey Unar, I'm doing good. How are you? Hey Harpon, how are you, buddy? Thank you guys so much for joining. Haley, I'm doing good, guys, thanks. Hope you're fine as well. Hope you had an awesome day. I'm starting to get over my little flu, which I catched in Turkey because of the air condition. So hopefully my sound will be much better. So guys, I landed here. Before starting to loot, I always check my surrounding, if I have time, of course, just to see who else landed next to me, just to have a general idea about my immediate threats. I didn't see anybody, so I'm starting my loot phase. Yeah, I feel much better, thanks Kyriakos. Alright, I need protection, which means helmet and vest. And of course a backpack. I'll take the bandage. If you're a beginner, I recommend you to start to land somewhere remote, not so frequent, because you get better loot before having to start to engage with other players, which will give you better chances to survive and be the winner of the gunfight. And of course, this is only valuable if you know how to do the gunfights properly. So I recommend you to do short session or short, depending on how much time you have before going to shut down PUBG. But depending on the time you have, you should spend at least 15 minutes in the training mode if you're a beginner, just to, you know, calibrate your aim, be more comfortable with the weapons, so that if you meet with another player in the live servers, you will know what to do, and you will know it. You will do it properly. I'm still looking for vests. And guys, if you just joined, this is the first day of the Training Thursdays session. As I already promised, or we agreed on Monday on my last live stream. From now on, all Thursdays will be about trainings. So regardless of your skill level, I recommend you to try to join us whenever it's possible, because I'll go through all my strategy, try to analyze all my decisions, and hopefully this will help you as well to be a better player, so that when the time comes and we will have the crossplay on the live servers, you'll be a much better player, and you will have better chances against your opponents, probably from another platform. Xbox players have this game for... They had the game for almost 1 year ahead of PS4 players, so obviously they have to learn a lot. And this is why I wanted to start this series, and this will run until we have the crossplay available. Right, so my loot is starting to, you know, get together, finally. So I'm checking the zone. How far is it? And I saw vehicle while I was looting, so I'm not too concerned about the time I have. I'm just gonna keep my eyes open if I see any other enemies. All right, Fernando, this is the purpose of this Training Thursday session, and this is day 1, so I'll start with the basics. And obviously I have, you know, a little bit more experience compared to the beginner players, let's say. So I'll try to find the reasons why I managed to win a gunfight and why I lost a gunfight, for example, and try to learn from my mistakes together with you guys. If you join us on all Thursdays until we have the crossplay, I promise you, you will be a much better player than you are right now. Crossplay will launch in October, and of course we will have it in September in the PTS, on the PTS. Hey Jabo, doing good, buddy. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much, guys, for the support on my Monday live stream. We passed 3,000 views on that video or live stream. And also we are really close to 100 likes, so thank you so much for your support. I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream. It was the very first round after I installed the new patch. So it was a good start. Hey Zach, I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks for asking. Thanks, Kiri. Alright, so it's slightly easier to play in third person. So that's why I think this is the reason why third person games are more populated than the first person ones. So I'll switch to third person mode. And whenever I want to stop, I make sure that I check the whole area properly. Of course, as much as I can. So I usually do small circles around the compound I want to stop, and I'm checking for open doors, any clue which would, you know, expose if an enemy is inside this compound or not. I see an open door here in a small shack. So probably someone already been there. This door is also open. And the only doors are closed are these two long buildings. So probably my enemy, if he's still here, he's inside one of the long buildings. I don't want to engage immediately, so I try to clear this building first and try to have an angle on that guy if he's still in the other one. And of course, as I already told you guys, whenever I enter a building, I prefer to switch to first person mode because my character wouldn't, you know, block a huge part out of my screen, so I can see everything. And whenever I'm sure that the building is clear, I'll switch back to third person mode just to be able to peek outside of the windows without exposing myself. Someone's coming. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend you to, you know, start to engage everyone you see at the moment you see them. Just try to collect information without exposing yourself. And of course, keep moving. This is mandatory. If you're a moving target, enemies would highly just rather decide not to shoot at you at all, because they'll make noise with it and it's really hard to hit you. It will be really hard to hit you if you keep moving, so they wouldn't take the risk, I would say. Hey Lavinia, Burak. Hey Michael. Thanks Michael, appreciate your feedback. I'm glad you like it. I promise you guys, however this series will last, or however long this series will last, you'll be a much better player at the end. So try to join as many training Thursdays as possible. We'll do this until we have the crossplay. And of course, if you're an Xbox player or if you're a PS4 player, regardless of your platform, you can join. I won't talk about, you know, the button combos and everything else like that, just general tactics, but you can, you know, implement on both platforms. The only exclusion I would say is the PC version, because, you know, gameplay is much faster on PC, so probably some of the tactics wouldn't be useful on PC. Right, so area I think is clear. I didn't see anybody from peeking from that building or those buildings. Didn't hear any footsteps. And of course, guys, as I already told you a couple of times, headsets are mandatory if you want to be a good player in PUBG. Sound is really important. It's one of the key informations you can gather. So please buy a headset. It doesn't have to be a, you know, a decent one, like whatever you have at home or whatever you can afford. Just, you know, plug it in and use it. I see one guy crossing the field. I have 2x, so the distance is not too optimal. As you see, as I said, distance wasn't too optimal, so I hit him a couple of times, but I couldn't finish the kill. And now he's probably in the building. He's healing at the moment, and I made a lot of noise, so I have to be careful with third parties. I'm trying to change angles. He's probably he probably saw me switching angles, but I have to try my best to, you know, try to be out of sight and switch position. Maybe he will expose himself from another window, so that I can finish the kill. If you stay in the same position, first, other enemies who heard the shots will try to third party you, and second, the guy who you just shot will try to fight back, and I just saw the guy in the left window. And as you can see, he didn't... Someone shot me from this angle. As soon as I heard the shot, that someone shot at me, I switched my camera a little bit. Just to be able to, you know, locate my attacker. He's behind the tree in front of me. And you can be cheeky. And you can try to use whatever gaps you can find is to kill your opponent. Right, I shot him once. I would like to push him, but I don't want to because he's out of sight with me, so the opportunities are countless for him to attack me. So I'll just fall back. You don't have to win all the gunfights you engage. I use smokes to loot this guy's care package or loot box. Try to, you know, grab a better scope or something like that. Yeah, he used the bandages, not the bandages, sorry. He used the meds, so that was only bandages in his loot box. And I see the guy on the same tree. He moved back. He's trying to locate me. And yeah, I finished the kill. So as I said, you don't have to win all the gunfights you engage immediately. I fell back. I, you know, used the smoke to cover my looting. And I waited for the perfect opportunity. And yeah, this was the reason I died. I didn't have any more smokes, so I couldn't use it. And I just stopped moving. I didn't move because I wanted to attach my scope on my mutant. And the guy, my attacker, used that opportunity and he killed me. So next time when I'm looting, I still have to keep moving while I'm attaching the attachments. This is the point I'm starting to, you know, I'm trying to learn from this situation. Couple of good gunfights, a couple of good tricks. Unfortunately I died, but I will try next time. Hey Goran. Sorry I missed you. I was catched up with my, you know, training session. How are you, Goran? Hope you're doing fine. Hope you had a few chicken dinners already on the new map. Yeah, most probably they will update the graphics on the other maps as well. I think the next one should be Miramar. Hey, Ancient. Yeah, Pochinki is pretty a tough place to land. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend you to land there. Hey, Yusuf. Ah, Zafar, thank you so much for the love from London. Guys, just one question. Do you want me to, you know, keep the full stream together without, you know, editing the good parts out of it to make, you know, compilation or something like that? Or do you want me to, you know, just to edit it the same way, just to make it as a 20 minutes long or 20-minute-ish long video? So Zagzag says keep the full stream. Hey, big one. I play on 1080p, not on 4K. I have a 4K TV, but I play on 1080p because of my Elgato HD60, the device I use to, you know, record my gameplay and then stream it later on. Is only capable for 1080p. But if I'm not recording or streaming, I play in 4K. Of course, it's 1660 on PS4 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. And it's 4K on the X. Guys, try to still communicate in English, please. Other players wouldn't, or other viewers wouldn't understand what you're talking about if you know, say it in your own native language. So try to keep it in English, please. And yeah, guys, alright, I will keep the full stream without editing, but just for Thursdays. All the other days will be edited. But since I'm talking about tips here, I think it makes more sense to keep the full stream. Goran, why did they kill the fun part? I'm doing good, Kisali. How are you? No, Lavinia. I have the old one. Thanks, Big One, for translating. But you know, guys, if you don't speak English, you wouldn't say anything. You shouldn't say anything because, you know, we communicate in English. I'm sorry if you don't speak English, but I don't want, you know, other viewers to start to communicate in their own language. I also speak in English, so if they don't speak English, they probably wouldn't understand anything at all. So just, you know, keep your mind that there are other viewers from different countries and we all want to understand each other. Alright, so again I landed somewhere remote. This is day one on the training Thursdays live stream series. So today I will cover the basics and I'll try to help more to the beginner players rather than the more experienced ones. We'll get there, guys. Be patient. But we have to start somewhere, you know. So by landing somewhere remote, I gave myself enough time to, you know, loot before I have to engage with other players. If you land somewhere hot, it's really a risky situation because you might find something valuable and your opponents wouldn't. But of course, it can be vice versa as well. So you can land on the crowbar, for example, and your enemy on an S12K. So if you're a beginner and you don't know how to, you know, deal with all the different types of situations, I recommend you to start to land somewhere remote. And of course use the training mode to be more comfortable with your weapon skills. Sorry. Checking the zone. Again, it's pretty far, so I don't really have too much time to loot here. And also, I don't have roads in my cross proximity, so finding vehicle can be difficult right now. So I'll just loot a little bit more and then I will leave. Probably I will finish this house only and I will start to look for a vehicle. You don't want to get caught in the blue, that's for sure. The reason I'm attaching the 4 times instead of the 6 times is really simple. It's because there's one challenge going on, and this challenge is to, or this mission is to kill 2 guys with the 4x. Otherwise, in normal situation, I would keep the 6x. You can zoom it out to 3 times. And since it's basically it's a 6 times scope, it's more powerful than the 4 times, obviously. But it's more versatile because you can zoom it out to 3 times. And here's one bike. It's really hard to hit someone when they're riding a bike. It's one of the fastest vehicles and it's really easy to turn with it. So try to ride the bike in zigzag pattern instead of riding it straight in a straight line. Whenever you go through a populated area, like big name locations, you can expect that other players will start to shoot at you. So use the zigzag pattern I was just talking about. See the guy is running in the open? You can try to run him over, it's really up to you. He's using the tree as a cover, so it will be hard to hit him. He's shooting my back. First kill. As you saw it, if you jump just before, you know, throwing the nade, it will go further away. So you can cover longer distances. And if you cook it before throwing it, it will give your enemies less time to escape. Let's go. Thanks, Jabo. Hey, Scotty. Thanks for joining the training Thursday, buddy. Hope you're doing fine. We made a lot of noise here, so I'm expecting right now to be third-partied. Trying to get behind the tree. I don't have any more nades, so have to be smart here. I'll use the terrain to cover my movements, and I'll try to flank him. I'm not sure I couldn't, you know, headshot him earlier. This guy might come back, so I don't want to start to loot just yet. And I still have smokes, so I will try to use it to cover myself while I'm looting. Grab as many smokes as possible. And the new meta, as you can see, is the micro Uzi, the Uzi Pro. And the thing I learned that you'll be more, you know, deadlier or more like a pro player if you use the micro Uzi with the DMR, not with a sniper rifle. It's just more versatile, and you can, you know, micro Uzi or the Uzi Pro is only dangerous in up to a certain distance. So with the DMR you can cover the rest. You can you know, engage players from medium to long distances. But if you have you know, a bolt action rifle, this is really good for long distance shots only. So that's why I'm using this combination on purpose. I'm using a DMR with an SMG. Hey Valid. Hey Master. Right, so guys, I don't know if you noticed what I just did. Last time in the previous round I died because I didn't have enough smoke to cover myself whenever it's needed. So this time I'm making sure that I have more than enough smokes. Right now I have 4. So I can use them not just while I'm looting, but if I make it there, I will use it, or I will use them in the final game or in the final few circles, depending on the situation. Have to move towards the next zone. So just scanning through this building real fast if I can find something valuable, like another first aid or another smoke grenade or boost. So let's go. I see one vehicle, one buggy next to the road. I'll try to make it there using the free look feature while I'm moving, just to make sure that nobody's following me, nobody is setting up a trap without me noticing him. If you want to win the gunfights, you don't want to be the second guy who's aware of the current situation. You want to turn the cards to your favor. Hey King, thank you so much for subbing. And if you're talking about vehicles, if I have to cover long distances, I'll try to save up the fuel, so I won't use the turbo too often. Right now I'm just pushing the gas. I'm not using the turbo, so my fuel will last longer. And this time the circle was not too far, so this is not so true in this situation, but obviously it's true when you have to cover long distances. And I saw one vehicle outside of this compound, so I used the same tactic. I was doing circles around the compound until I spotted the enemy. He wanted to shoot at me, but he decided not to. He's outside of the main building, by the fence. This is a very bad situation for me because he's basically covered from all angles. And if I want to push him, I will have less chance to win the gunfight. So I have two choices here basically. If I'm a beginner, I can decide just to disengage and try to go somewhere else. Or if you feel the need or feel the mood, you can push up to the building and try to, kill the guy. But you will have to be smart. One more guy is real close to me. And I can see another vehicle. So this situation is getting out of hand. I'll try to make another circle, or do another circle just to see what that guy's purpose is. Alright, too many vehicles here. I will disengage. It's too risky. If you want to survive, you shouldn't, deal with tough situations. The UAZ is faster than the buggy, so I'm using the turbo right now, and I'm trying to find rough terrain because the buggy is more capable of going through rough terrains than the UAZ. The biker guy also stopped. Right, I will stop here because both of the players are after me, so it's try to scare at least one of them off. It's more or less useful. Put between yourself and your enemy at least one door, which can act as a cover. So that's why I close the door. If you want to be smart here, you can wait for them to kill each other and you can finish the last guy. Both of them are real close, so... And I can hear a third guy as well. trying to be unpredictable here, so that's why I climbed the roof. I think the guy saw me. Yeah, shot him. One of the smart things here is to try to mark that guy for other enemies. So I'm trying to throw their smoke just to make sure that other enemies will know that someone is there. You might get third-partied or something like that. You can never know. Shot him twice. He must be really low. I think he's probably healing right now. I should do the same, but I'm pretty much exposed here, so try to do my best to do it while I'm on the move. Good thing that I grabbed a few smokes. Checking other angles. I lost track of him, so he might be shifted already. I still have the zone. This is good. I'll go back to the house. This player is running really low on armor, so he's probably not that big of a threat now. I still have the zone, I don't have to move. Two guys there and a dead body. I think that was my enemy from before, from earlier. He already shifted. See what I did there, guys? I'm getting close to top 10 and I just have 2 kills. I didn't engage the gunfights. I wasn't sure that I can win. It's a really good tactic for the beginners, and today we cover the beginner level. We might touch a little bit of the pro level. It will depend on the situation. But I'll try to cover the basics here. If you're a beginner, you shouldn't engage all the gunfights. Just try to wait for your perfect moment. Alright, he's dead. He has to move. I will have to move as well. And one player is right next to me. That was a mistake from my side. I didn't want to do that. Still have 1 minute. So I'll try to correct my mistake. Where are you, buddy? Oh no, someone else. I'm getting third-partied here. Time to heal. With 5 seconds, I should really get going. This guy will die as well. Look at him. I call them blue fighters. I don't know what of you mentioned in one of the previous streams, but these players doesn't really care about the blue zone. They just care about getting one more kill, one extra kill, and trying to, you know, yeah, as I said, he's trying to get one extra kill. He doesn't really care about the blue zone. Bye bye, buddy. Being a good player, congratulations. Anyways, sorry guys for not responding enough on the chat, but I tried to, you know, cover the trainings part here. I'll try to respond the chat messages while I'm on the break between 2 games. Only on Thursday, of course. On the other days it will be different. Hey Vipin, hey Com. Bad Bane, I have my settings in the top right corner. Click on the eye and you will see my most recent settings video. It's the very first one in the PUBG console tips and tricks playlist. No, Christian, unfortunately, PUBG on console is only, it runs only in 30 FPS or with 30 FPS. Thanks, Kane. Appreciate the support, buddy. Thanks so much, guys, for joining. In case you just joined or you missed the introduction, from now on, all the way to the point we have the crossplay available, I'll do training days on Thursdays. So the full live stream will be about training mode, not especially the training mode map, but you know, I'll try to cover the basics, the basic level, the advanced level, all the way up to the pro level while I'm playing the game. So I'll try to analyze my gameplay, try to find the reasons I died, try to find the reasons I managed to win a gunfight or even get a chicken dinner, for example, and trying to, you know, train you guys to be able to be a proper opponent whenever we have the crossplay. It's the very first session. I promise you that, guys, if you manage to join to almost all of the training Thursday sessions, you'll be a much better player than you are right now. So make sure to join on Thursdays if you want to learn more. Other days are only for live streaming, so I won't, you know, explain my decision that much. Of course, I'll try to cover some of the parts over there as well, but trainings will be only on Thursdays. So put it in your calendar we will start from 9 p.m. CET or on all Thursdays. Yeah, good to know that, Kane. Thank you for your feedback, buddy. I'm glad I could help. And thanks, Andre. Yeah, guys, this idea about you, so hopefully you'll find it useful. Of course, I can only tell what I already know, so you will improve a lot. I'm doing this for you, so hopefully you will appreciate my efforts by leaving a like, for example. Alright, so today, as I mentioned, we're still covering the basics. So I'm not gonna land somewhere hot. I'll try to find a remote location, which is not right under the plane's path, and could possibly give me enough time to loot the whole area, just to be prepared for the first gunfight during the game. Thanks, Michael. As always, before landing, I use the free look feature to check my surrounding area. If anyone else is landing here with me, I can't see anybody else right now, so it looks safe, but you can never know. And I always try to land somewhere first, where there are just a few doors to go through, just to cut down the time while I manage to grab my first weapon. If you land in a building, for example, where are too many doors and too many rooms to get through, you'll lose a lot of time. And your enemies will find weapons before you, which is bad. Right, so I already have my first weapon, AKM. Yeah, and I forgot to mention that if you play on Erangel and Vikendi and Sanok, you should go without shoes. You'll make less noise if you don't have shoes on. And if you play on Miramar, I recommend you to have shoes. So footsteps are louder if you don't have shoes on sand. So keep that in mind, guys. You can sneak up to your enemy easier if you make less noise. And of course, grabbing smokes as much as I can. Ah, look at that basement. First time being here. Huge press. Some posters, nice. Must be rebellion site. Man, I love the details. I'm not in the zone, so I don't want to, spend here too much time. But this is definitely one of the charms of the new map. And of course, tip 101, don't forget to reload your weapon. Same combination, SMG with DMR. I keep using the mutant as budget DMR. I heard shots from the other compound, so might worth to go there and check it out. If he has loot, he will save some time for you if you manage to kill him. Thanks, Upin. I'm glad I could help anytime, really. I don't want to get between buildings before, you know, spotting my opponent. So I'll just stop here, trying to locate my opponent. If you go in the middle, he will have countless opportunities to kill you. So I wouldn't recommend that. Try to stay outside of the compound. Try to look for open doors. Try to, you know, estimate his looting pattern. And try to predict his next move. Jacob or Jakub, I'm from Europe, Hungary. I don't see the guy. I'll go back for the vehicle and try to move into the next zone. He might start to shoot at me when he hears that I'm in the vehicle approaching, so I have to be prepared. You can tease him, the honk. Can't see him anywhere. Right, let's move. I think I heard shots. Can't see the guy. Ah, okay. See him now. Shot him once in the head. So I just had to finish the kill with a limb or a body shot. I'm not sure if he was the guy who shot at me, so I would still use smoke to cover myself while I take his loot. Yeah, he was the one. He has the VSS. Let's move, boys. Yeah, but you know what I just learned about the auto driving? Check this out. Right, so you use the auto acceleration, and you can switch the seats, and your vehicle will keep moving straight. If you switch seats without the auto acceleration, check what will happen. Vehicle stopped. If you move faster, the vehicle will, drift. So this is actually a useful feature in my opinion. So check it out now. See? Vehicle stops. If I have the auto acceleration enabled, vehicle will keep moving forward without stopping. See? This is why I love this feature. I just learned it yesterday, so it's a fresh one. And of course it's not a beginner level, but still might be useful. So yeah, you can activate this by accident pretty easily, but on the other hand it's pretty useful in my opinion. And of course you can use this to shoot other players while moving, or heal while you're moving. Before that, whenever I switched vehicles, I switched seats. Sorry for that. My vehicle just drifted, so I was really just a sitting duck for my opponents. See, I can shoot other players. Jump back to the driver's seat, pretty easy. Wow, nice shot. Shot my tire. Based on the sound I heard, he's in the building on the opposite side of the road. Yeah, he's there. I will have to heal. Trying to be a small target as possible. And just the same what you used the tree before. Try to peek between the branches. The reason I keep moving, because I don't want to get, sniped. So while I'm waiting for my opponent to expose himself, I'm still on the move, just to make myself a harder target to hit. Peek a little bit. See what I did there? Between the branches. You didn't expect that. It's not beginner level. You don't have to peek all the time the side of the tree. I expose myself just a little bit, just to make him peek. He's either healing or he's too scared, because I shot him in the head. One more headshot. He doesn't have a helmet anymore, I'm pretty sure. I think he got third-partied by the cheeky guy. No way. So I think he killed the guy in the building, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. So I will be careful. Someone just pulled over. Try to loot this guy for more meds. Maybe the other one. Yeah. I have a building. I have a vehicle behind this building, so I'm trying to wait for that guy to move. I won't push the building since I'm a beginner. I don't want to risk of being killed when it's just 24 players left. And by the way, guys, just a side note, this was the location where I got my very first chicken dinner. I posted that video last week. It's pretty fun. Almost 1.5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Or more than 1.5 years ago. Guy's not moving. Alright, I will use this vehicle to get into the zone. He waited for me. He wanted to kill me. He didn't know that I had a vehicle behind the building. So that's why he didn't peek, I guess. He was expecting me to, you know, go on foot. See one guy on top of that hill, trying to run him over. So close, man. Couldn't do that though. Oh no, someone else is shooting me. Let's move. Thanks, Fox. I'm glad I could help, buddy. I'm doing training Thursdays on all Thursdays from now on until we have the crossplay. I'm trying to prepare you guys for battle from players from the other platform. So I'm trying to find a remote spot to heal. I lost more than half of my health already, so I should really heal up before having to deal with the next situation. Only 20 players left. And the reason I chose this spot, it's because it's outside of the zone and it's also at the edge of the map. So it's really unlikely that there are other players here. Of course, you can never know in PUBG, but this is about minimizing the risks. I heard one guy from the compound closest to me with the Groza, so he probably has level 3 gear because he looted the care package. So I'm not gonna deal with that guy first. I'm gonna try to save that situation until the end of the game. Hopefully he'll be much weaker by the end of the game than he is right now. And the roadkill. Classic beginner level. I'm in the zone, so I don't have to worry about that, but I'm worried about other players moving into the zone who are closer to me. Yeah, one guy over there. One guy still in that compound. I'm trying to recover one more nade from this guy. And it's 1 minute, but the zone is, let's say it's in the open, the next safe zone, so I will take my vehicle and I will try to use that as a cover. Not yet, though, because I want to wait for other players to move into the zone, just to, you know, save myself from the risky situations. They might kill each other by the time I roll in, so this can also increase the chances of me being the winner of this round. Hey Ivan. Yeah, back to lobby for that guy. I'm not sure if he even knew that I'm there. I was there. Okay, let's jump into the vehicle and move in. I'm moving with the circle on my knee or ankle. Whenever you're in the final 10 or in the final few circles, I recommend you to be the last one entering the circle instead of camping the middle, for example. Give you better chances to be able to win the last few circles. I saw one guy behind that tree. I won't stop here because he's not in the zone. Checking real fast if anyone's here. And I lost my vehicle, unfortunately. Checking the other angles before engaging. I didn't see that guy. My character blocked that part out of my screen. So I just saw him just before it was too late. So that's why he killed me. I could finish him easily with my micro Uzi. He was pretty close. But this is, you know, you can never, you know, cut out all the risky parts because it's PUBG, it's a battle royale. You can never know. He was just in the right position where my character blocked the screen, so it was easy for him to, you know, not get shot by me. Alright, GG, back to lobby for me. 8th position, not bad. Especially now that we're talking about beginner level tips. 4 kills, also good. Hey Defan, I'm from Europe, Hungary. Yeah, and also Israel. If you're a beginner, you want to go for the road kills. It's the easiest way to kill enemies. I've been playing for more than 1.5 years and I still get road killed by other players, so it never gets old. Hey Mont, I'm doing good, buddy. Hope you're doing fine as well. Yeah, Fox, I'm from Europe, Hungary. Ivan, I'm not sure. I covered the store items in one of my previous videos, and I also covered the recent additions to the store in my last live stream. So you can click on that, you can find out what's available in the store right now. No, not the aftermath jacket. You know, I'm not sure if I want to pick that one or the normal aftermath top. I have the coupons already to be able to purchase it or purchase one of them, but I haven't made up my mind. Hey Yorgos. Hey Robs, thanks for joining, buddy. Yeah, season 4 is pretty nice. I love it. Yeah, Juma or Yuma, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Obviously, tip number 1 for everyone is to keep playing, keep practicing, and try to learn from your mistakes. Well, I should have done better in the previous round. Regardless the fact that I didn't see the guy, I just pulled over by a small shack. So instead of trying to, you know, check all the angles, I should have checked real fast if anyone is in the shack and just move in, close the door. Maybe it would have been the safest option. But instead of that, I made a mistake by trying to locate other players while I was outside in the open. And I had bad luck as well, so combination of these two was deadly for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't win that round, but I just made sure that I, you know, understood the reason I died in the previous round, and I will try to learn from that. And I will try to, you know, not to make the same mistake again. And you should do the same as well. It's not bad if you got killed. It's bad if you don't learn from it. Ah, you live in London, the fun. Buenas noches. You're from Italy. Yeah, Yuma, it's also true. If you would have death cam, that would help a lot. But you can still record your gameplays with just a console itself. So you can do that. You can watch it back, watch the footages back later, and try to learn from them. But yeah, death cams would be really useful. I'm just not sure if they will ever add them. King, I play with my subscribers on Fridays. So guys, again, and thank you so much for the new sub. Fox and King, thank you so much for your subscriptions. And back to the training mode. Since I'm beginner now, I try to land somewhere remote, as I always do. Opening your parachute will help you to glide further away from the plane's path, minimizing the chances that someone will land next to you. So if you do the long range jumps, you can aim for buildings or locations with names, like big huge locations with probably good loot. Thanks, Daniel. Hey, Millions. Fox, I play on a PS4 Pro. But that doesn't really matter anymore because we have crossplay next month. So until then, I will do training Thursdays on each Thursday from 9 p.m. CET. So if you're new here or if you're new to the game, make sure to subscribe and join us on Thursdays. I do regular live streams on the other days, but Thursdays will be about training modes. Trying to train you guys to be more prepared for the crossplay. If you're on a PS4, you have natural disadvantage compared to Xbox players because they already have the game available for more than a year now. And they got the game before PS4 players. So they're obviously much more experienced now. So again, the meta right now, in my opinion, is the Micro Uzi or the Uzi Pro. So I will try to keep it, and I will try to find the DMR next to it as a companion, as a secondary weapon for longer ranges. Because SMGs like the Micro Uzi or the Uzi Pro are only dangerous in short ranges. And with the DMR equipped, you can be deadly in mid to longer ranges as well. If you don't have a better option, you can use an AR on single fire mode with a scope. I picked up an M4 for longer ranges. I can attach 4 times to it. But this is just temporary for me. I will try to look for DMR. If you use bolt action rifle next to your SMG, that's not a good idea, because bolt action rifles are useful only for long ranges, so you will get killed in mid-range, especially if you're a beginner. Rain started to rain outside in the game, so it will be easier to sneak up on enemies because the raindrops or the rain effect will cover my movement. I'll try to keep that in my mind and try to remember that in the next situation when I have to engage with other players in the game. Yeah, I can't wait for crossplay as well. Level 3 vest, nice. Yeah, I will keep the 8 times. I'm in the zone now, nice. I don't have to move. I can take my time to loot the whole area. I landed somewhere remote, real close to from the plane spot, so there shouldn't be anybody else next to me. But you can never know in PUBG, so I try to keep my eyes open. As you can see, there was a K9 on the floor, but I didn't pick it up because of the reason I just explained. It's better to have a DMR next to your SMG. Backup option is the pistol. Compensator, nice. Alright, so I just need an extended mag for the Uzi Pro. It's fully kitted. And it's really powerful, as I already told you. So this is the brand new meta, in my opinion. In patch 4.2. Yeah, I have all 3 as well. I have the PC version as well. I just prefer to play on Xbox. Oh, so there are a lot of newbies on Xbox as well. Nice. Can any of you check the like count on the stream? Because it's a good feedback for me if you want to see the same training Thursdays. If you're satisfied with the content, if you want to see more of it on Thursdays, just leave a like under the stream so that I will know. Pepperboy, thank you. 35 likes. Guys, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Just let me know that if you want to see more training Thursdays, or this is not what you're looking for. Thanks, Master. Appreciate the support, buddy. So I'm trying to exchange my ammunition to more meds. I usually prefer to carry 5 first aid kits and 5-5 boosts. Type exclamation mark system in the chat and you will see my full settings or full hardware setup. No, I haven't tried Modern Warfare. It's really not my type. I will definitely try the single player mode, but Modern Warfare or any Call of Duty multiplayers are not really my type of games. Buddy, I'm sorry, Carmen, but I don't really know all of the headsets. I know that the one I use is pretty decent. I can hear almost everything in the game. I use HyperX Cloud, as you can see it in the chat. I'm looking for one more medkit and an extended quick draw mag for my SMG. Other than that, I'm quite okay with the loot. Of course, this is just an extra, so it's not a big problem if I couldn't find these two items. Hey Fubar, how are you, buddy? So guys, as you can remember, at the beginning of this round, this specific round, I landed somewhere remote, so I'm not expecting a lot of players here. But the zone is getting smaller and it keeps falling on top of me, so it's pretty good. If you're a beginner in these situations, you should just, you know, hold one building and try to cover the whole area from there. I'll go back to the factory I just landed at and I'll try to, you know, hold that area until I really have to move. I like the factory, and by the way, I have a factory guide in my tutorial playlist in the top right corner. So the reason I like the factory is that it has a decent loot, and on the side of it you have 180 degrees overview of the surrounding area, so it's really easy to cover, and you can spot enemies trying to push you as well. Someone in the buggy. I don't think he saw me or he knows that I'm here. Yeah, on Fridays I will play with my subscribers. So guys, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and I have a form in the description. So click on that, submit the form for me. It's like 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds to complete it. And I will add those players to my custom list, and I will send out the invites for tomorrow subscriber live stream. And also send me a friend request so I can add you. The whole process takes like 5 seconds. If you want to join, make sure to do that. Otherwise, I won't be able to invite you tomorrow. So as I said, I decided to come back here because it's probably the most powerful location to be at. Still have some leftover loot, so whatever happens, I'm still good, I guess. I can replace my vest, replace my helmet, find a new weapon, so it's good to be here right now. Try to get as many smokes as possible. I'm still keeping my mind the fact that I got killed in the very first round today because I didn't have enough smoke. So I'm trying to learn from my mistake and trying to not to, you know, make it again. Oh, Elias, happy birthday to you in advance. Can you type your PSN name in the chat so I'll know that it's you? Yeah, I play on EU servers. I'm from Europe, Hungary. So if you're from North America or somewhere else, some other region, you have higher ping, but it's not a huge problem. I also played on NA servers, and just a minor desync because of the higher ping. Other than that, the game is absolutely playable in my opinion. So if you're from North America, for example, and you want to join, you can also do that, not a problem. Demon 89. All right. Just make sure to complete the form. This is one of the riskiest areas in the game, in my opinion, because there are a lot of trees here and players can hide behind any of them basically, so the opportunities are countless. Have to be extremely careful. It's still raining, so I can still try to use it as my for my advantage. "27 players left still." I think I see one vehicle, yeah, up there. So there's a player probably there. And this is the reason I told you guys, whenever you're looting, make sure to use smokes if you have. If you don't have, make sure to not lay on the ground. Almost got killed there. Nice shots, buddy. It's time to mark him for other enemies. He's throwing a smoke or nade. Have to move. I just ran out of ammo. See guys, this is why I was looking for an extended quick draw mag for my SMG. With that extra ammo, I could have killed that guy. Look at his health. But I just had the quick draw mag, so the reason I got lost that gunfight was mainly because of that. That's why I was keep looking for an extended quick draw mag. Unfortunately, I couldn't find. I knew that. I fed that already. Robs, unfortunately it's not possible to increase the FPS on console. You can enable boost mode on PS4 Pro, and I think there's a performance option on Xbox One X. So you can use those too, but it's not really, you know, a huge advantage. You won't get like 60 FPS with that, but it's something. Hey Mofo, thanks. Yeah, I was on vacation last week. Guys, how many likes we have? Yeah, Mike, thanks. Thanks for adding that. Ali, all the way from Pakistan. Thanks for joining, buddy. I would really choose FPS over graphics, but it's just my opinion. I just prefer better gameplay than graphics anytime. Can you guys please check how many likes we have on the live stream? It was 30 something the last time we checked. Would be nice. Oh, 46 already. Thank you guys. So more than 10 more likes during just one part or partly finished game. So it's really nice. Thank you for your support. I'm glad that you enjoy training Thursdays. Would be nice to hit 100 likes. Oh, 54 already. Nice. Yeah, Robs, especially in a game where it's really, you know, needed. I mean, the game runs 100 plus FPS on PC, and we just have 30. So I would do a lot of things for for example 30 extra FPSs. Yeah, I play on a PS4 Pro. Thanks, Kaman, for the feedback. I'm glad I could help, buddy. Make sure to join me or join us on all Thursdays. From now on, all the way to the point we'll have crossplay. I will do training Thursdays each week. Today I'm trying to cover only the basics, just slightly touching the advanced level. Because it's day one, it's the first session of training Thursdays. It's the same tactic. I'm not on pro level, I'm beginner, so I'm trying to loot, or I'm trying to land somewhere where I can loot in peace, at least for the first few minutes. We do hot drops later when we approach the crossplay deadline. I think someone else landed with me, I'm not sure. I might have heard footsteps. This is the extended mag I was looking for in the previous round. But nice move from that guy for pushing me. It was a wise choice. Same combination, I don't want to go through it again. Using the SMG for close ranges and using either a DMR or a budget DMR, like in this case an M16. I will use it as a budget DMR until I find a real one. I'm not using bolt action rifles next to an SMG. It's not a good tactic in my opinion. Look at that, guys. Desert Eagle. I'll be streaming for 1 more hour. So we have plenty of time already still to get that win as a beginner. I'm looking for a scope for my budget DMR. Ah, you like the Tommy gun, man. Good for you. I started to use the Tommy gun on Weekendy when it was a challenge, but I just stopped using it. It's really not my favorite SMG. It's one of my least favorite SMGs. The current order is Uzi Pro, MP5K, and Vector, and then UMP and Tommy gun. I'm not a fan of the Tommy gun, even though with the extended mag it will deal 50 bullets. Yeah, you guys keep saying that the AKM is pretty good, pretty powerful. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of it. I prefer the barrel if we're talking about 7.6 ARs. But whenever I use the AKM, if I don't have anything else, I'm pretty satisfied with the results. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the shape of the weapon. So I see open doors here. It's a huge compound, so I will try to stop somewhere else. I can check this compound if the guy who was looting the previous one is here, or if he moved already. Doors are closed, and as usual I do small circles around the compound just to spot him if possible before disembarking my vehicle. I don't see him here, so I will stop. This is not a huge compound, so I'm not expecting a miracle here. Definitely. Yeah, I play with squads on Fridays with my subscribers, so make sure to complete the form in the description if you want to join. Right, I have a 3x, so my budget DMR is capable of killing enemies now. I also have an 8x, but as you probably know, you won't be able to attach it to the AR. Yeah, I forgot to show you. You can turn on the music by clicking right on the D-pad. If you click it again, the music will stop. And if you click it again, there will be another music playing. And if you hold left on the D-pad, the engine will turn off, so you can approach compounds more silently. Of course, you have to switch off the music as well. So like this, you can stop with the handbrake. It won't turn on the engine again, and you can turn as well. It's really silent. You can approach a compound like this. And I forgot to check if anyone's here, so I will jump back to the vehicle and try to do small circles as usual. I don't want to run into a building where there's an enemy already without me knowing it, so I'm always doing small circles around the compound before, pushing. Can't hear any movement and the windows are broken on the top floor, so I think the guy already jumped out. Now that I decided to move in one of the buildings, close the doors just to minimize the chances of other players pushing me, and now I will start to clear the whole area, the whole building itself, room by room, just to make sure that no one else is here before trying to look outside. So inside first, then check outside. One hit. Hit that guy once. Come on. Shot me in the head. Is he still behind that vehicle? Yeah, he is. He threw a nade. I have a nade as well. It's not here anymore, man. Alright, boosting. Where are you, boy? Keep moving. He flanked already. So I'm trying to spot him, but since we're playing in third person, it's really hard to spot enemies. They will look at you without exposing themselves. Oh, nice. Right, he's on this side. He's pushing me. Had the extended mag. Finally. So it was an easy kill for me. But I had to use one first aid. So I just have one more and bandages. I didn't hear any other set of footsteps, so I would try to look for either more ammo or more health in one of the other buildings. I didn't get flashbang because I didn't see the flashbang. Shot him a few times. Again. Oh, look at that. I saw his feet. Nice. Hey, Cookies. Sorry, I didn't see that you're here. I'm doing training Thursdays. Alright, check that guy. I need more meds and I need a few extra magazines. Now where was he? Behind that one. Look at the distance, man. I managed to spot his feet all the way from there with the 3x. Not sure if anyone else is here, so I will use smoke again. And my vehicle just destroyed himself. Forgot to push the handbrake. Nice, look at that, guys. SLR, nice. So I can put there my 8x. Alright, one more smoke. I have too many boosts. Just get rid of them to be able to, you know, carry more ammo. I don't really have ammo, so I will take back the boosts. But please stick with English if you want to communicate in the chat. I think this guy had 7s. Let's see. Checking if anyone else took the compound. Alright, so he has 7s. And guys, I don't know if you noticed, but the loot ordering just disappeared from the game. Now it's all around the game, all around the inventory again. You have to scroll through the whole thing. I'll check the other side. I prefer to check angles from the closer side, or from that side which is closer to the circle, because it's more likely that other players will push from that side. Hey, thank you so much guys for the new sub, by the way, and make sure to leave a like under the stream if you want to see more training Thursdays. I'm planning to do more if you want to see more, so it's totally up to you. Leave your feedback there. Yeah, it was like that before, but I think they forgot to add it. Forgot to add it to the newest patch, so we're gonna have to wait for a fix. Oh, I'm not in the zone. Someone else killed another guy here from that angle, so I'm checking, and I will take that vehicle because I don't want to risk being shot in the back. Ah, 60 likes already, nice. Thank you guys for your support. 22 players left. Let's see if a beginner player can win. Minor frame drops as I was sliding down the hill. Hey Faber, buddy. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. No, it was a bike. I thought that it was a guy, but it was just a bike. But someone's here. I heard the shots. Care package drop there, but I heard shots from here, so I'll be careful. If I stop here, probably players will shoot my tires. Or me. Again, I'm not stopping with the movement, trying to be as hard target as possible. See one guy there. I threw a smoke on top of my vehicle. Just to cover myself when I leave the area. Unfortunately, I couldn't kill that guy. I don't have time, the zone is already closing in, so I will just move into the circle. I don't want to be a blue fighter, especially when it's phase 5. Oh, nice shot, Spider. Oh, there you are. One more guy here. Bad spot here, guys. Got third-partied. Tried to escape by killing one of the opponents and then focusing on the other one, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time. That guy had the angle on me and had the advantage. GG, back to lobby for me. But top 10. Guys, let me show you 1 second. I just unlocked this one. Looks cool though. And I wanna give the choice in your hands. I have enough coupon to either buy the jacket or the sleeve shirt. Which one would you like to see? No, I play with only a stereo headset, not using surround system or anything like that. And I don't think I was fully boosted. I prefer to be fully boosted when I'm in the top 10. Alright, a lot of votes for the jacket and just one for the broken shirt. Alright, I'll take the jacket then. I'm pretty sure I will have enough coupons to buy all the stuff in the coupon shop later on. Cool. Alright, let's see. Yeah, already level 21. Well, guys, I have to keep practicing if I want to teach you something, you know. Alright, I will check the like count real fast. $65 likes. 65 for me. Thank you so much, guys. Would be awesome to reach 100 likes on the live stream. Oh, Andre, nice one. I was between you and another player. Well done for killing me. You should have killed the other guy first. I'm just kidding. I play with squads tomorrow. If you want to join, make sure to fill in the form in the description and add me as a friend on PSN. Abid, this is the reason I'm doing this Training Thursday series on the live streams, because I'm really looking forward to crossplay, and I want to make sure that all the new players are ready to play with other players from other platforms who are, might be more advanced than they are. So that's why I decided, and you opted for that we should do training Thursdays from now on up until we have the crossplay on the live servers. The link in the description, of course. Click on the link where it says click here if you want to join the live stream, or click here if you want to join the subscriber Friday live streams. I'm not even sure, but it's really straightforward. You won't miss it. And after that, it would take 2 seconds to complete it, submit it for me, and add me as a friend on PSN. Thanks, Artman. That's really kind of you. Guys, come on. If you haven't done already, please make sure to leave a like on the stream. It would be really awesome to hit 100 likes, since it's a new initiation from me, or initiative. I really want to see your feedback if you want to see Training Thursdays returning later on. Reload, I have my settings in the top right corner. Click on the eye and you will see my PUBG console tips and tricks playlist. It's the very first video in that. Cookies, that would be awesome. Thank you. No, it's not from January. I just posted them like 2 months ago, like less than 2 months ago, so it should be not that one, but the other one. All right, Fernando, looking forward to that. Guys, screen is back. This looks like a cool location for a beginner player. Has a few buildings inside, or in the close proximity. Sorry guys. So chances are good that I will find good loot here. Hamas, thank you so much for subbing. So I landed here because I want to make sure that I'm properly looted before, crossing my path with the very first player in this game. Xarpil, thank you so much for subbing. Alright, I already have an AR and shotgun, so I'm quite okay now, and I haven't seen anybody, so it was a good decision, a wise decision to land here. Let me test something, guys. I'm alone here, hopefully, so no one will hear it. But I heard that they modified the dogbill angle. Yeah, it distributes the pellets vertically instead of horizontally. So pretty cool. I love that. It was practically useless to have the pellets distributed vertically or horizontally, sorry. Extended quick draw mag, yeah. I need that. The zone is quite far from me, but I think I have enough time to loot the full compound before having to move to the zone. Nice. Vector. This is also one of my favorite SMGs. Thanks, Cookies. Appreciate your support, buddy, and your kind words. This is, guys, this is one of the reasons I keep doing videos like this, because it's really good feeling whenever I hear something positive from you, and one of you says that they managed to win a game with my tips, or increase the kill count, or something like that. It's the reason I keep doing these videos. So I appreciate every type of feedback anytime. It's usually vehicle spawn here, but not this time though. Have to run to the zone, I guess. It's better to check buildings before landing, because you have better angle. You have better overview of the area. It's easier to spot vehicles around you, so you can know how long you have until you have to move to the zone. Thanks, Scotty. The best combination at this moment is the Uzi Pro and DMR, in my opinion. I should check for vehicles by the roads, because it has higher chances. So even though it's the path I'm running, it's not leading straight to the zone. Extended quick draw mag, yeah. So even though I'm not running straight towards the zone, I have better chances or higher chances to get into the zone faster, because I just spotted one vehicle next to the road. And all in all, if we add the time together while I'm running towards the vehicle and the time it takes me to get into the zone with the vehicle, At the end of the day, it will be a shorter time period than running straight towards the circle, especially when it's this far. No, Goran, haven't been able to win yet. Had a few top 10s. Unfortunately, no luck with the win so far. Thanks, Alapsi, for the positive feedback, buddy. And hi, Wally. Welcome to the stream. So while I'm driving, I'm marking spot where I can cross the river with the vehicle, so that I can follow that marker. And practically this is the fastest way towards the safe zone. It's better than, you know, driving carelessly and then realizing that you have to cross the river when you're right next to it. Alright, so I cross the river, and from now on I just try to follow the dotted line as accurately as possible, depending on the terrain, of course. The very first win of the new season was here, in this location. So crazy to win that, guys. It was the very first round of the season after the patch. I'm running really on gas, so I tried not to use the turbo too often, just to conserve fuel and, you know, to be able to reach the zone and even the next one as well, because as you can see it's at the bridge, so I still need more fuel and I'm running really low. So I'm just trying to follow a straight line because this is really my only option to be able to reach the zone with my vehicle, not having to run across the field. And because I was smart, I can probably go through the bridge or cross the bridge with the vehicle. I think someone is already here, so, and one guy is following me. So I have to be careful. The bridge campers. Bit of car chase here. I didn't want to stop and shoot because I didn't have enough time to check this compound just to make sure that no one else is here. If I stop and shoot and someone was here, I'll be dead already, I guess. Nice, more ammo. I needed that. I probably need red dot or holographic. I don't really like the... Oh, it's a micro Uzi. I'll take it. I don't really like the 2x on an SMG. Probably one of those two buildings, the rooftop access, is one of the better ones to hold at. If someone would be here, would already move around, so I think no one else is here, but I'll be still careful. It's really easy to get killed in situations like this. You let down your guards. That door on the opposite side is open, and I just saw one guy on the right side. Did you see? No. So I spotted the clue before spotting the player first. So it was good. That's why you should pay attention all the time. If you know, you're the second guy who who gets aware of the situation, you'll be probably the loser one of the gunfight. I just hold here. I use my bandages because I have time. I don't want to push while the red zone is above me. 76 likes, nice. Thank you guys. Appreciate your support, and thank you so much for the new subscriptions as well. I think Training Thursdays we return. Really? Destroyable A-bell in the middle of the field across the other ones. Nice. Good one, PUBG. Okay, so I have the DMR I was craving for, and I have red dot as well. With extended mag, probably don't need that much ammo. Probably flashbangs are not needed either. Only two things I need is the, or are the smoke grenades and the frags. Can live without the others. So I will go back to that building because it's easier to protect that, in my opinion. Oh, I can be in any of those two buildings. I'll fall back. I don't want to risk. Remember, you don't have to win every gunfight. You have to be smart all the time. And you'll win eventually. Even though he was really low on health, I just fell back because I wasn't sure about his location. And I didn't want to risk of either being killed by that guy or get third partied. And of course, if you're a beginner, you shouldn't push the care packages. Just let others take it. You will get them when you're more advanced or you're a pro. But this is not the time. Right, so that guy is not peeking, not moving. So I will assess the surrounding area for any other emerging threats in my close proximity. We have 1 minute to move. 22 players, and I have like good boosts, good amount of boosts, but I don't wanna use them just yet. I wanna wait a little bit more. So that guy broke the window. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, I didn't see. Ah, he's right there. Crossing the road. Behind that fence. 20 seconds. Was this the same guy? Oh no. It's another one. Two birds with one stone. Oh, he has the new. Right, let's move. Yeah, I was thinking about taking the vehicle. Because of players like this. I call them blue fighters. Both of them are dead. So I was thinking about, you know, taking the vehicle and try to get into the zone with that, but decided not to, and it was almost a mistake because one guy was waiting for me. Depending on the amount of boosts I have, I either start to boost up to 100% when I'm in the top 10 situation, or I'll just wait, or I will do it earlier if I have more boosts. I have 2 adrenaline shots and a few more boosts, so I decided to heal up or boost up to 100%. One guy in front of me. Please don't throw a nade. I'm not sure if it's safe here. Just try to find a new spot. My vest is busted. This guy almost got me. I was lucky because he got third partied, so he had to concentrate on 2 enemies in the same time. So I was lucky enough to be the one on the lucky side, or on the winner side. Wow, man, nice shots with the Mini 14. Was it the same guy, or it's a different one? Ah, so it wasn't the same guy I was shooting at. It was another one. This one is Bushwookie. Alright guys, unfortunately couldn't win, but you know, this is always what happens with the beginners. You have to practice a lot before actually getting your first win. I try to do my best to explain all my decisions and try to learn from my mistakes. Hopefully you found this live stream useful, and depending on your feedback I will decide if I want to return with more training Thursdays until we reach, or until we have the crossplay available on all platforms or on PUBG. I've been liking this series so far, so it was the very first session. I'm really looking forward to your feedback. Let me know in the comments and by hitting the like if you want to see more of this and if you found it useful. And thank you so much for the likes and for the subscriptions as well. And guys, tomorrow it's Subscriber Friday, so I have a form in the description. Make sure to click on the link, submit the form and add me as a friend so we can play together tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you again so much for your support. See you next time. Bye bye.